want to know how to cook the perfect steak? Well, it starts with the simple selection of beef. This is a beautiful piece of beef. It is Victorian grass-fed beef. A little bit of marbling through there. Look at that. About 300 grams. And I'll leave a little bit of fat on here because fat is what makes it delicious and flavoursome. Now what you need to do is season it up. Salt loves meat, meat loves salt, so you need plenty of salt on there. I'm using some lovely salt flakes, and you make sure you get the salt on all of the sides, all the way around the outside. And of course, pepper goes on there as well. I love heaps of pepper. Some people don't like putting that much pepper on it. Some people say it burns on the outside. Who cares? Makes it delicious, and that's what it's all about. Now, at this stage here, you need to lubricate the steak. It's very, very important. Now, you could put some olive oil on here or some clarified butter, but for me, the only way to lubricate a steak is to lubricate it in its own juices. This is some rendered down fat from the actual steak. Sort of like nose to tail type of thing, but that helps to transfer the heat from your grill, your stove, or whatever you're cooking on into the steak. See how it's nice and shiny and glossy like that? Peppercorns all over it, salt all over it, and if you want, you can even sprinkle a little bit more on the top there. Make sure you get it from all around the side, and then you need to pop it on the grill. Whether you're using a char grill, a fry pan, whatever you want to do, make sure it's nice and hot. Ah, it's hot, there we go. And on it goes. And then you pop it on like that. Now, how many times should you turn it? Well, it depends on the thickness of the steak. This steak here is going to be turned about 10 to 15 times at least. What I do is I let it sit there for about a minute or so. What we want to do is seal off the outside of it so it locks in the juices and also gives it a really nice flavour on the outside. That Maillard effect, whatever you want to call it, it makes it nice and tasty. Now it's really important when you're cooking a steak like this that you don't overcook it or burn it. You want to get nice little bar lines on it like that, so I keep turning it over. The juices want to jump out of that steak, so by turning it over every couple of minutes or so, the juices stay in the steak. And once you've got the steak to the degree of doneness that you want, you might check it with a thermometer, or for salty old dogs like me, I just touch it with my finger and I know this is cooked medium rare. Then all you need to do once you've rested it for half the cooking time is pop it back on the plate. Now you might say, Richo, what if the steak goes cold? Well, this is what we do. We pop it back on the grill for about 30 seconds, roll it round like that, roll it round like that, roll it round like that, and then it becomes nice and tasty on the outside. And then you take your steak, pop it on the plate, make sure the plate is nice and warm because that helps to keep everything nice and tasty. And all you need to do is tuck into this with a nice delicious sauce or some butter or maybe even some beef fat over the top. My mouth is watering, my lips are foaming, I can hear the angels singing. Oh! I can't wait to tuck into this steak.